It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA at Heinz Field. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. To return it, here's Tavon Young. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Play action. Now Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
On 1st and 10, Love.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check 43. Check 15.
A first carry for Najee Harris.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Ravens 7, Steelers nothing.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Love.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Check 3.
3rd and 2. Love with it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Watch the whistle. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Harris. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Again, it's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Dobbins running out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
Here's Bell, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Le'Veon Bell punching it in from a yard away, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken from about the 12.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Now that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Love's throw complete there to Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a first down carry for Harris. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Love now. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw now. Here's Love. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Love from the gun. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You don't want none. Watch the edge. Sponge.
Love looking to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Braxton Berrios in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling. bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the give, this is Harris.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They run again with Harris. Room to run past midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Switch, switch. Switch.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, it's Harris pushing his way through. He's got the first down inside the 10 and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And the conditions miserable for a kicker and a holder, but this one's good, and with it, they take the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Returning it, Justice Hill. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They go play action now. Jackson. Flushed out right. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now Dobbins. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948. Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game win.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 29 yards, and the Ravens have retaken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Love. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Harris. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And able to connect with Berrios. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Harris. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Get on the quick right here. 22, 22, twice on 22. First down, let's go. We got this. Check 15, check. Switch. Deuce. Watch twitch.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On first down, it's Harris. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through, No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love.
Open man is Davidson, the tight end.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Throwing, Love. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Justin Madubuike
In there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And he completes it to Barrios. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.